So let's dive into things. So, these are some of the patch notes. Now, we're not going to go over every single one because some of these are perfectly benign, other ones are absolutely messed up. Like, this is the most recent one. This is the one my friend brought up to my attention because he saw this and was kind of confused as to why this game is getting review bombed. And I have to admit, this is a patch notes. So it starts out normal. Like, new employee, Bastarius, finally you can upgrade your lions, horses, and behemoth. I mean, in this particular game, it's a gladiator game, so you're hiring, slaves, and occasionally you get, like, cool things like, animals like lions and stuff like that. So, in this particular case, you get a guy who, can start to upgrade them. That's awesome. It has a new heal option, but even if you don't have a Medicus, or Medicus Emeritus, which are, basically, it's like a healer for your little group, or you're a man who has inverted his penis into a vagina, I'm probably going to have to censor that. So, it's an attack on certain people, shall we say. So even if you're a person who has that going on, somehow this will automatically train animals after healing, but it won't make you a woman. That's what we're getting into. That's what this is. Basically, this person is posting in their patch notes extreme cringe stuff. Like, it starts out here. Like, this is the second most recent one. This one came out, a couple months ago, give or take. Like, this one came out a couple months as well. So it's been a little while since he's patched. It's been, 3 months, give or take, 4 months? So this one, from here, we've got, traditional stuff like, missing invisible, garbage, roses, coins tossed at the end of a match by the crowd. Some additional things like that. Then all of a sudden it's like, did John Galt kill himself? No, but everyone at the motor company probably wished he would. In the fictional novel Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. What does this have to do with your game, man? Why? Like, who are you trying to impress? Like, I don't understand the point of this. Like, seriously, like, what is the point to this? What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to make some people mad? I mean, if that's the case, cool. If you're trying to be an edgelord, fine, but why would you do that in your game stuff? This is supposed to be your livelihood. Why would you post this in your livelihood, man? So then we got things like this, where, it's more basic stuff, where it's talking about different changes as far as for, the way the game functions and things like that. And then you have this one here. Why? I'm not even going to read this. Just the gist of it essentially is stop wearing face masks and you'll get a girlfriend. Like, what is the point to this? What purpose does this serve? Then you have normal patch notes, normal patch notes, normal patch notes. Everything seems perfectly hunky-dory at this point. We're a full year in the past. So at this point, a full year ago, everything seemed perfectly fine. Nothing crazy whatsoever. Got some new stuff about multiplayer. We're still about a year ago. Still seems perfectly fine. Still just got perfectly normal stuff. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you got this. Like, why? He's been doing this for well over a year. What is the point? I don't understand. Like, well, I just don't understand the point of doing this. And he, like, buries it sometimes in this stuff. Like this, as far as I can tell, just quickly glancing through it, this is all normal stuff. Like, he does talk about the fact he's going to censor some of the words because there were some pretty inappropriate words. That's technically... it's fine. I mean, that's nothing too bad. Like, this is all just essentially normal stuff. And there's nothing genuinely crazy here. This one's fine. But then we go from here. Like, this is one I showed a friend. And this is just... why would you do this? Like, I'm gonna have to censor some of this, of course. Because it's just so many levels of inappropriate. Why would you put this in your game's patch notes? Why would you do this? This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And of course, there are some edgelords who love to just egg this kind of thing on. So let's go hop over to the game's forums. So one of the very first things this guy does is, I don't know if this is him just posting specifically to, like, you know, Sock Puppet. I don't know if that's what this is. Could just legitimately be someone who was like, hey, how can I support the devs? This is before he went, well, that's about the time he was going kind of crazy, but you know, it's fine. But he's got a Bandcamp, which I want to point out. We're going to go over and try to open that up real fast. And as it turns out, it does not exist. This Bandcamp does not exist because he got banned. Why? I don't know. That's irrelevant. I don't really care. Not a big concern. It's just, it happened. I don't know if he was posting things he shouldn't have. I don't know if he was acting like this elsewhere. That doesn't matter. He did add a bunch of new DLC to the game that kind of paywalled a lot of stuff that was not paywalled beforehand. But, whatever. And even, like, and this is this year, people are pointing out that he's extremely hostile and immature and unprofessional. So, in certain posts, I have noticed that he attacks people, and I don't entirely know. So I hear he talks about how he got banned. And then he keeps telling people to face him in combat. Something that I'm not 100% sure what that means. Let's kind of zip that a little closer to the center so you guys can see it a little bit easier, so it's not off to the side. Like, I'm not 100% sure. And like, see, I don't want to click on some of these links because I genuinely don't know where it's going to take me, and it's not great. And there's been plenty of times where people have asked, yeah, because like I had no idea that there was any of this controversy going on. And I mean, I played this game off and on over the years. When this game first came out, like, when did this game come out? Do we have, like, does it show like when I first purchased this game? Do I have like my own personal information on this or no? Because I don't think I do. No, I don't think I can pull up when I first purchased the game or what have you. But I mean, I've had it for a while. I've had it since it first came out, because it'd be nice if I could see. Yeah, because this came out in April 3rd of 2017. I got it pretty close to when it first came out, if I'm not mistaken. If it wasn't like immediately afterwards, it was pretty close, because I was playing this on stream and stuff. This was a fun game, you know? For what it was good. It's got a lot of violence to it, yes, but it's still, there was some charm to it. So he started adding in these $1 purchases, where you had to purchase these to be able to get additional things, which sucks. Like you can see here, I even reviewed it at one point. You know, I had a good time with it. And you can see, everybody else had a really good time with it until basically March 1st of this year, when all of a sudden all the edgelord stuff started popping out. And he's been review bombed since. And it's purely because of how he's acting to people in both the patch notes and also on his own page. Because, I mean, the majority of these people are talking about the fact that the game is good, which is true. Like, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, I'm going to definitely put some footage on the side from how, you know, of my different matches I've had of this. I even played, before I decided to review, or not even review, but just talk about this, I played about 45 minutes of it to see if there was, you know, any like ridiculous thing popping up, any weird nonsense. And the game felt like it always has, you know. Extremely violent, yes, but it was still fun. We can put you back over there where you belong, give or take, like right about there. There we go. Don't mind me, just kind of setting this up specifically for this. But I mean, it's a fun game. It's the fact that the developer has just lost his mind and is actively sabotaging himself for reasons I will never understand, because it just doesn't make any sense to me why you would set this up in a way that's just extremely inappropriate. Like, why would you... Like, you've got a decent fan base. Like, your fan base is posting, they're having a good time. Why would you attack your own fan base? Let's see what his response is. Which content was removed? And see, okay, so this statement right here. In addition to a lot of people reporting the content was removed and packed in paid DLCs, can't confirm 100%, didn't play for a while and can't remember everything. So he then responds with, which content was removed? Why do you repeat lies? Now, the appropriate way to broach this would have been simply to state that nothing was packaged, everything is new in the DLC. That would be the appropriate way to handle this. And instead, he's just attacking. He's just attacking his, you know, his potential fan or potential review. This is never going to end well. Steam is detecting a review bomb, and that's directly a result of dev posting patch notes with less than professional additions. Like, this is my entire point. It's the only reason I'm making this video is because of this exactly right here. So as others have said, professionalism is key. Feel free to be a moron on your own, but maybe don't post your conspiracy theories and borderline hate speech on your product's update notes. Cry harder. See, this right here, this is what I'm talking about. This is what will essentially nuke any chances he has of working for another company. And then people start posting from the extreme other side where they're egging him on, and that's not good. I don't care what his platform is. You don't want anyone to act like this, regardless of what side of the political spectrum you're on. This is just dumb. Why would you egg this on? Why would you egg that on? I mean, this game was fine. Why would you actively make your game worse? Not by affecting your game directly, but purely by making everyone hate you. What's the point? I'm gonna regret clicking on this one, I can already tell. Okay, well, at least that response is correct. Ignoring what's being set up here. That is the correct response. It's not attacking, it's simply a question. Like, I respect that response. This is the kind of response he should be making, or she, they, whatever, it doesn't matter. With how aggressive they're being at this point, I don't feel bad about hurting their feelings on this. That is the correct response, you know, with just the simple question. Not the attack, nothing else. Who hurt the dev? Oh god, fast. Like, this is actually this is a really good. Okay, not that part, not the second part, but as far as for a description of this game. So, like, fast, punchy, gratuitous Roman violence that doesn't hold back for the thin skin. Because, I mean, the fighting gets really brutal and whatnot. Like, characters, like, rip each other to pieces. This part, not so much. I don't like that particular part, so... You know... Dev banned from the forum? Oh my god. Okay, so I was so confused here. I'm just reading this. I don't know what he's referring to. I don't know what he's referring to. What? I feel like I'm definitely missing a conversation because I'm not clicking on links because I don't trust any of this. Oh god, and immediately we're dipping into political nonsense. Once again, if you want to talk about politics, you have your own personal pages. If you want to do it on Twitter or Facebook, if you want to go on YouTube, fine. The developer should not be posting this kind of content in a stream of consciousness style, because sometimes companies do feel the need to voice their opinions. That's fine, but it should never be stream of consciousness. It should just be non-offensive if possible, regardless of what their stance is. You know, if you hate babies or if you love babies or whatever, that's fine. If you hate trans people or love trans people, that's also fine. It's your own personal opinion, and I get it that this is like a single guy who's developing all this, but that said, it does not give him the right to attack people. And he absolutely has been attacking people left and right wherever he's had a chance. Just no. This is not how you should do things. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I've been blabbing now for about 16 minutes. That's enough. I've said what I need to say. That this guy is just... What the hell is wrong with people? Seriously, don't do this. Any other developer out there, please don't do this. This is not the right path to take. Stay classy, folks. Don't do this. Bye-bye.